cultures that live consistently to 100. There's another little group called the Abkhazians in the south of Russia. 80% of their population lives to 90 plus. Okay? There's cultures where they have specific names, language, so vernacular of people who are 6 generations. So they don't just go great, 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 great grandma. The specific language. It's not even a concept about retirement. Okay? They're still working long, hard hours. They don't retire. Okay? And they're absolutely squeezing the juice out of life. So I studied these cultures, 4 different ones, and came up with laws. Now, what's a law? Is gravity a law? If you believe in gravity, does it still affect you? Yeah. Absolutely. Whether you believe it or not, you step off the cliff, you're still going to have a consequence, yeah? And so these are similar. 7 irrefutable laws of longevity. Law number 1. Move it or lose it. Okay? Flexibility is youth. Flexibility is power. Think about this. That's a good analogy for life. The person with the most flexibility wins. Because you can adapt to the stresses of life. Does that make sense? Think about a baby. What can it do with its foot? Where can it put it? Wherever it wants. Okay? So it's like... Think about an old person, not this old person. You know, if they can reach their hips or their knees, it's like a huge accomplishment. So one of the keys is you need to stay flexible, supple, pliable. Does that make sense? Yeah? Who has a strategy for that? Who has a plan? Who has that in their daily activities? Some people do. Most of us don't. I'm a big fan of yoga, okay? A practice where it's not just bringing flexibility to your body, keeping it supple, but also to your mind. One sub-clause to that, though, and there are some other chiropractors here, I don't know if you'll agree or not. 99% of yogis, when I put the x-ray up of their neck, Dr. Mark spoke about the arc of life, it's not there. And so I haven't cracked the code on that. All I know is it's a consistent pattern that I see. So I think yoga in itself is great. I don't know if it's because the postures were devised years ago and the culture that we have is very much a, forward head posture. Motion is lotion. Everyone's seen this guy. Most of you have seen the slide through the week. His name's Bob Del Monte. And most of you know, how old is he there? If you don't know, 83, 84. And so Google him, he's a freak. You know, there's pictures in his book of when he was 18 and then 24 and 32, and every decade he literally looks better. And the cool thing is the human body has the ability to do that. It has the ability to regenerate itself. Deepak Chopra taught us that. Every 90 days, the body is replacing itself, virtually 100%. So just like there's seasons that we go through on the planet, there's seasons our body goes through. You're going to learn how to harness the power of the body to allow that regenerating at a rapid rate and not degenerating. Because we know in nature, we're either heading towards life or towards death. It's one or the other. There's no in the middle. Add muscle. This is key. Big fan of adding muscle. One of the key reasons people aren't living long is they're falling over and fracturing hips. Okay, osteoporosis. When I was doing exercise physiology, we did a study and we took 65-year-olds plus who had never worked out before. We measured their bone density, took a whole bunch of them and just put them on drugs as they would normally be done. Others changed diet, others weight trained them. Retested their bone density again, chalk and cheese, okay? Their bone density just went through the roof. And why is that? If you apply a force to the muscle, your body responds. You have that innate ability to respond to your environment. I speak to people and it's like they have this mentality that their heart's only going to beat so many times throughout their lifetime. You know, the people, and so they try not to move too much. They don't exercise too much because they've only got so many heartbeats they can use. They don't want to wear it out, right? When you think about this, the more you use something, the stronger it gets, doesn't it? And it tends to serve you longer. And so the Abkhazians, and a lot of the populations that I studied, as I said, they work hard. Okay, they're doing hard physical work. They often live in a mountainous environment where they're bending, twisting, stretching. And so most of us, we just need to move our bodies more or less. More. We live in a society where there's escalators and elevators, and I love the ones at the airports, the travelators. You don't have to walk on the flats anymore. You just kind of, it's such a crazy society. And so every day you have that choice. You know, do I park at the furthest car park and walk? You know, do I take the stairs when everyone else does the elevators? These are the things that the longest lived cultures do, because we live in such a, you know, you don't have to leave the couch for the most part, do you? You got a phone, you got a, you know, a remote control for everything. You don't have to do a lot of physical work. What you need to start doing is linking up how beneficial that is for you. And we're going to go through a little process tonight. Remember I spoke about having a vision? What's a powerful image of aging? I'm going to give you guys an incredible gift tonight, okay, where we're going to create a new image. You actually live as if you're 100 years old and feel vital and vibrant and healthy and energetic. When I race in Hawaii, and as Mark said, it's an insane event. It's 4-kilometre swim and then 180k ride and then a full marathon. And the temperature is like 42 degrees, and you're literally in, feels like you're on the moon in the lava fields. Anyway, I hurt bad, you know, and I trained 3 years for this event. And I lost about 7 kilos throughout an 11-hour event. And these guys are going for usually about 16 hours. And it's freakish, okay? But when I say that, it's only freakish because not many people are doing it. Yet every single one of us here has the full capacity to do that if we so choose. I'm not saying we have to all be Ironmen, but all of us can reach whatever peak that we want to in our chosen field. Does that make sense? The key is we need to know if you want to be well at 80, when do you have to start focusing on it? Now, okay? It's too late when you get there, okay? And then you're degenerated and arthritic. And so a couple other things I want to touch on. Hear him speak about going anaerobic. I love this. You know, rarely a day would go by where I don't do this, and it's so easy. Everything I'm going to touch on tonight, and it really is very much just a thin spread because there's so many different parts. All of the other workshops, the advanced workshops in the Extreme Makeover series, is going to choose a part of this and go deep into it. As far as burst training, who wants to experience it? We're going to move our body a lot, okay, in a short period of time, so the demand that our body has exceeds what our heart and lungs can deliver. Some of you frankly need it, so you're going to take in the rest of the workshop. So what we're going to do, we don't need any equipment. All we're going to do is we're going to run on the spot as quickly as we can, and we're going to do this with our arms, okay? And we're going to do it for probably 30 seconds. You have to go flat out. So jackets off, scarves off. We are ready to rock. Pants off, no. Keep pants on. All right. Everyone up. Find a little space. I grab a watch there. I'll just count in my head. All right. If you can't do this, speak to your chiropractor or write your certificate so you can. All right, so everyone know what we're doing? Legs are going like this, arms are going like that. Ready? Go. Let's go. That's it. Fast as you can. Faster. Double the pace. Let's go. Good. There we go. Good. That's 4 seconds. Come on. Keep going. Look at that. Go, Jim. Good. Keep going. Good job, Ted. Oop. One down. That's 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1. All right. Have a seat. Feeling great. All right. It's easy, right? Some people make an excuse, oh, I go to the gym or don't have time. Man, if you just get up and do that, and then you do it a little bit longer, or you do 2 sets or 3 sets. As I said, we have a very specific workshop on this. Move it or lose it. Get along to that, put it in the calendar, bring people. So, the other thing, I don't think there's many people here. We have our running group, okay? Amazing resource for you guys. Who's been taught how to run properly? No, most people haven't. If the only reason you came was to learn how to run properly, the amazing saying, we don't, let me get this right, the verbiage. We don't stop running because we get old. We get old because we stop running, okay? Think about the nature of a child. What do they love to do? Run, skip, jump, puddle, jump in it, climb trees, everything. If all we did was see the world a little bit more childlike, would that be a cool thing?